I missed my unmute button. Good morning, good evening, good night, everyone. As always, it is I, Roastergon, and today we are not doing Sonic, as I may have promised yesterday, because that boss fight makes me want to take a break from playing Sonic, even though I just started. And now instead of that, we're doing something very different. Oh, hello, I am off to the side. No, I noticed I was muted, don't worry. I have a new layout for my OBS because it hates it when my main monitor is disconnected for some reason. And also, you can't see it, but there's a chance you can hear it because this thing is loud. Okay, maybe not. I am wearing an actual blazer. I thought I'd dress up last minute. But we're going to be playing, I was going to say Great Ace Attorney. Not yet. I would like to play that eventually because I really like Great Ace Attorney. But we're playing the original Ace Attorney, which I will say now, I've beaten before. But, you all know, my memory, not that good. So even if I remember plot points, I'm not going to remember the answers to everything. I'm going to have to save scum my way through this game. But we'll get to it. Yeah, this is the... Oh god, that is loud. And I can't turn it down. No. Hold on, I'm gonna... That's the wrong thing. I'm gonna see if there's a setting in here for me to turn just everything down. No, it's not a sound option, I don't think. Well, we get... I guess I can turn on the stuff in Ace Attorney. Capture card on. Everything down to 1. Well, I hope you don't lose connection during this. Oh, I gotta find a better spot than this. I gotta be like way down here so I don't block all the text. Text box. I like low. I think I probably did all these settings before, but I redo them for this stream. It looks so weird down here. I guess I don't have to uncover all the text since I will be reading everything. Alright, we'll just new game. Yeah, I do have the like original trilogy available to play, so that's good. Don't look, you can see all the things. All the trials. Also, there's no voice acting in this, so I get to be a VA, which is always fun. Oh no, a woman. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught, not like this. Sorry, I forgot who this was and I was doing the wrong character's voice. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Oh boy, I get to read big attorney words. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Sorry, I think I have this turned up a little loud, because it is all beeps and boops and some music, so it doesn't have to be as loud as other stuff. You and everyone else would smash Mia. I mean, look at her. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. I'm not giving Phoenix any special voice, because I have to voice him through the whole game. And I don't want to do a special voice the whole game. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. I don't have to hold the left joystick, I can just hold the right one. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. There he is. Our buddy. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. So is game audio alright? I don't know if the beep boops are too loud or not. They're as low as I can turn them, though, without completely muting them. And I feel like they're an important vibe to an Ace Attorney game. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A murder trial. Very simple. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. Can you tell this is definitely a very serious game and not mostly a comedy? But also a genuinely really good puzzle game. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. You know, I think every Ace Attorney game actually starts with a murder trial. I never thought about that until now, but at least all the ones I've played start with a murder trial. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge for your client's sake. I hope you can control your nerves. Oh yeah, the OST in these is always a vibe. You can probably hear the inspiration that, Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog got from this game. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp, hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Inspiration? Oh, the, inspiration that Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog took from this game series. It's got, like, very similar vibes for that music. You can tell it's very Ace Attorney inspired. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report to cover so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up for this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, there's lots of meme sounds from this, I think. Cindy, that's her name. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinder Block. Honestly, it's not that out there for an Ace Attorney name. There's a lot of weird ones. I assume it's Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. I did think of that there. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Statue added to court record. I'm not gonna read that every time, actually, because there's a lot of stuff that gets added to the record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R button to check the court record frequently. She really wants us to check the court record. There it is. Statue of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. I'm gonna mess up saying the prosecution so many times. Because I kind of forgot about her, honestly. I'm sorry for not telling you about her before. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? I'm glad you think my voice fits me, yeah? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She was taking my phone. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies! I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Okay, they show the thing here. I was gonna read the descriptions out loud, but I don't want to. I hope y'all are alright with that, because you can't do anything about it. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Damn, this game was written in like the 2000s originally. This is for the GBA, I think? I don't remember off the top of my head. Daddies. Sugar? Yes. Yes. Older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... I can't see what's been said in this one. Dang it. This is irrelevant to the case. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive was clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy. This is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, you went. What do I do? This is why I can't be an attorney. I can't think fast enough on my feet. I don't think I could stop this one. Yeah, the facial expressions are great in Ace Attorney. That's like one of the things they do best is the portraits, I think. I guess I have an answer, honestly, even if it doesn't help me. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Syatt to the stand. Oh, the names never cease to kill me in this game. Mr. Syatt, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Syatt, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness's account. He's kind of giving the mask salesman from Majora's Mask a little bit. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Oh, this is how you know it's the 2000s. Look at that, a brick house phone. And nobody has a cell phone. Peak 2000s or late 90s, I don't remember. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Syatt used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Okay, blackout record added to the court document. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes? Yes, Your Honor? You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with R and point out the contradictions in the testimony. Why did I press that now? I didn't. Why is Mia in there? Also, yeah, she was definitely awakening for some some girl that played this game as a kid. You hold it! This is my way of doing this is, and I think maybe the way you do it, you're supposed to, is press on every line of dialogue. I forgot to read it. I don't know, he just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next? Half open, you say? Yes, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought. I see, and what happened next? We're getting a whole lot of nothing out of these. What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open. I pressed too fast. It's only human to want to peek. You climb mountains because they're there. It's the same thing. Sure words have never been spoken. Anyone can look inside. Why did Payne cut him off so quickly? So, you looked into the apartment. What happened next? Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well. What happened next? She met with a terrible fate, yeah. So you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes. I mean, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? Hold on, let me look at the stuff. Oh, 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Hold on, what time did he say? He said a time, didn't he? You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them? Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone, and being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments. Sorry, my brain is cooking too hard, and I lose the ability to speak. Alright, what time did you call again? Here we go, this is the one. 1 p.m. But she died 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Sorry, I was trying to figure out the right button. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There is no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that? Oh, this is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Syatt, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. Seeing through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Buddy, the power was out! He is so bad at coming up with a story. I guess this is the tutorial mission, huh? I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. I actually figured it out when I was, like, earlier than I usually do for this one. I guess it'd be this one, where I say, objection! Yeah, the music stopped. That's how you know you got it right. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Syatt? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite! Wait, I remember now. Mr. Syatt? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Syatt. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Yeah, there's a reason I love these games. They're goofy, but also a good amount of making me think. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered that table clock. A table clock? I love just yelling "hold it" at every line of the defense's testimony. Or not the defense, the person called in. I forget what that's called already. The witness. The witness! A table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. Yeah, but do I present the statue? Or no? Sorry, I forgot we didn't know part of that. Oops. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. I think I present the statue because that was used. Yes, I was correct. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? We got the good music now, baby! You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Syatt. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes, because he said he read the time on the clock. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw it. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice is burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day. I never. Look, the clock. I heard. No, I mean, I saw. I forgot about that. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Give him death. This game is very funny. I love the Ace Attorney series. This makes me, probably sometime this week, I'm gonna finally play more of the Apollo Justice one on the DS. Because I never finished it, even though I bought it, like, years ago. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saw heard was definitely this clock. In fact, which is clear, you simply try sounding the clock, I assume? Or, yeah, ask the neighbors, they probably would have heard it. Also, how heavy is this clock to have killed her? Dude! All you have to do is talk to the victim's neighbors. Talk to the neighbors. I'm sure one of them heard the clock till the time when the incident occurred. I see. Does the prosecution have anything to say, Mr. Payne? You have already made all the necessary inquiries. Everyone living near the victim's apartment was out at the time of the murder. Furthermore, even if a neighbor had heard the clock, that would not prove that Mr. Saw had heard anything. That is true. I believe you may be wrong, Mr. Wright. Dang it, I got the penalty! No! I'm sorry, Your Honor. Let me think about it again. The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Oh, please, try sounding the clock, then? Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. Here goes the music again! That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Saw heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Saw, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sott. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. I am going to slam my desk every time he does. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sai. Chief? Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yeah, I can. Chat, if you haven't figured it out yet. Girl had been gone to Paris. Wait, maybe I can prove it? You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow the day of the murder. Have you found the evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the courtroom that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull off this one. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Fair support. I will tell you, from experience in different Ace Attorney games, sometimes it's hard just because of how much evidence you get. I've had like this, 10 item long slot? 3 of them. Full! Great Ace Attorney was wild, and I want to play it again. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 10 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead is in her apartment was wrong. Phoenix, can you talk a little faster, please? Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Well, there he goes. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty! Hey! You're gonna have so many compilations to make of me, huh? And with that, the court is ended. I didn't read the word. Welcome, Repart. Objection, indeed. I had a bonus desk slam for you. And it turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. No, you didn't get you didn't get banned? While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Huh. Twitch must be having issues then today, because Dumb Guys have been having connection issues too. So it's Twitch's fault. I'm not surprised. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Phew, I still can't believe I won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Yeah, Better Call Saul. I will say, try not to spoil the game, even though I played this one already. Dumb Guy is completely blind, and I would like to have him be spoiler-free for this. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Yeah, she really is an attorney, and she's just tits out. We kind of match, to be fair. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. Sorry, I thought it was Larry talking. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts. I read that is incorrect. Innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Doesn't that make you want to cry? Sob. Yeah, he always tries to get some, I'm pretty sure. Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right? She needs to stop saying that. I can't say right twice in a row. Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? The statue? 'Cause she kept it? Like a crack in the glass? Oh my god, I hope you stay cozy today. Is it the statue? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to our innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Somehow I did not think about it the first time around. Is she hitting on Phoenix? Dang. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise I wouldn't be able to keep. Hey, we finished the first one. That only took an hour. I'm gonna keep playing. I will save. Oh yeah, you can see that I started. Did I replay the first one? Or is it a thing? It's under 0 degrees. Oof. You stay cozy, get a hot drink or soup. Oh, that hurt my ear. Stop ringing. Stop ringing. Ya middle. Hello? This is Maya. Hey, Maya. It's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Good, you have a heater. Stay warm. Or else. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always liked toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 p.m. to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep. I'll be waiting, Maya. Ah! Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Faye & Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you are not coniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh, my dear Miss Faye, I'm so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Huh? We read the big word. I forgot the first game. They just straight up show you who did the crime. White, blue. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Faye & Co. Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh, that's strange. Guess the chief left without me? She said her sister was coming over, so we should go all out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office? Move to the office! Go! That smell. Blood. Tub. Sis! Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Bet you didn't see this coming? Who are you? Well, there she goes. The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Yeah, Maya does indeed get blamed for many a crime. Chief. Examine the chief. Chief. It's hard seeing like this, but if there are any clues here... She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. No, not the boobs! Do not examine the boobs of a dead woman. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass stand lying broken in the back of the room. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from the department store. Dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. We move. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on the sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yikes. Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya? What are you doing over there? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Let's talk to her first. She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark. And sis... So she was already dead. You and the chief. So you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting? This late at night? Yes. She said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes. It was that clock. It was the thinker. Present. We show her the note. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. I better hurry up and call the police. Examine, is there a phone in here? Is the phone in the other room? Examine. Phone. Right, I'd better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police, please come quick. What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? Oh, I did, like, my man voice for the most woman ever. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Do I look out the window at the lady? The Great Gatewater Hotel, a nice luxurious place. I guess I go out to here. Yeah. Well, wee woo. The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police. More incredible naming by the creators of the game. Mwah, we love Dick Gumshoe. Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Yes, his name is Dick Gumshoe. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya. Wait, she wouldn't have. Nah. Whoa! Excuse me. It's heard Maya here. Mean anything to you?
That's my name.
What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name.
Killer? I'm not...
Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am.
What?
Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m., detention center, visitor's room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. She's just a baby.
Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning.
Good morning. She looks so tired.
Are you gonna be my attorney?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Oh, sorry, not a chance. No. It's up to you. I better give it to her straight. It's up to you.
Up to me?
Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here.
They're never gonna believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it.
Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought.
It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you.
Heard? Heard what about me?
I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day.
Today was my junior partner's first time in court.
Wow, really? How'd that go?
It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while.
Ah, so he crashed and burned?
He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience.
Huh. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now.
I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Wow, girl has no faith in Phoenix.
That's what she said.
I forgot how much my left Joy-Con rumbled, and it just scared the daylights out of me because I had it on my desk.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you.
No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia...
I know. Talk.
There's something I've been wanting to ask you.
Yes?
What's with that outfit?
Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say.
Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do?
Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training.
Spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder?
Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
Evidence?
Yes, that clock shaped like the Thinker.
The one Larry made. How could that have been an evidence in a case?
Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice?
Her own voice?
Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone.
You recorded it?
Yeah, I forget how to delete those things.
So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it.
Right. Oh, I just remembered. That detective took my cell phone. Sorry.
Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it.
I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay?
Sure, thanks. More about the day of the crime, I guess. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard.
No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
That's the Thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office?
It was right around 9 o'clock. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her. My sister.
Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. So you're an acolyte? A medium in training?
That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world.
Wait a second. You said the Fae family? So Mio is into this stuff too?
Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class, too.
I had no idea. Wait.
What?
So you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that?
Yes. In training.
Well, can't you contact Mio's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her.
I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level.
I thought that would be too easy. Huh? Something the matter?
I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. You think you could go ask him to represent me?
I'm just a little offended. But I will, because I like Maya. Sure, why not? I'll go ask.
Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to.
Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me.
Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10.
What? Tomorrow? That's about how every actual attorney reacting to these games reacts. Real trials are not this fast.
Tomorrow?
Sorry, tomorrow. What if this guy refuses?
They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me.
When will that happen?
They're giving me until 4 this afternoon.
And visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. I guess off we go to talk to the other lawyer. Grossberg Law Office, September 6th. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Well, back to Faye & Co. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy. He was a killer, and you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Detective Suede Shoes. Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. Ahem. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick. Phew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. I guess, yeah, ask about the sisters. About Miss Faye. Did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report, but that's all. And Maya. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. We're just asking about people. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Oh, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. Why does nobody plays fair here? So can I can't turn up text speed. Edge. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Present the paper. Yeah, Maya's memo. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer? Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. The cell phone holds a lot of little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. Phoenix, please! You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive, you're quite the detective. Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious calls records in there after all. Why do I go like mildly southern when I voice Gumshoe? Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation. My cell phone, I don't know why I was gonna read that. Yes, game, I will do as you tell. Okay, it's just the conversation from earlier. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. April May, what a name. I'm gonna say that about everyone in this game, probably. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. I'm just getting more southern. Well, you just told me her name, Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already then? Aha, you're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. So I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Right, bye-bye, Gumshoe. me go talk to the lady. That hand position makes me want to do the stupidest just anime girl voice. And I'm going to.
Well,
I need water first. I gotta get up high for her voice.
Well, hello there, handsome.
Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth.
You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Dee?
Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder.
Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of a beautiful eyewitness.
I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. We get to snoop now! The screwdriver is stuck in this drawer. Wonder what's inside. Let's take a look.
Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you?
Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. Wonder what could be inside the drawer. I guess we can't snoop. Yeah, well, we'll just go through all the dialogue options, because I think you have to anyway. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident.
Ooh, observed. Incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary.
I better not encourage her. Or, you know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please.
Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh boy. She's fun to voice. Could you just... Exactly who are you?
Ooh, Mr. Blair, are you hitting on me?
No, hey, I'm just doing my job here.
Dee? You know, you're cute when you blush.
Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do?
Well, no, Dee. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you?
Oh boy. I'm glad you like how I'm voicing her. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you?
Ooh, what amazing powers of observation! You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television.
Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer.
Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers.
Oh boy. Oh. I don't think I have anything to show her. No. Okay, bye. Maybe the guy is here now. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, I guess you just wait here for him to come back. Ahem! That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the threat I've ever heard. Ah, so you're the one they say have been looking for me? Why his mustache move like that? Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. Yes, it's appropriate to play Shadow Generations during a serious court case, considering I already saw that you're online. And I think everyone else in chat saw too. Not busy. And how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Yes, Maya Fey. Go on. That's a strange reaction. Yeah, I am on Switch. Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial is tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry. End of discussion.
What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him.
What do I tell Maya? Screw you, dude. I'm gonna go talk to Maya. Maya's not here. She must be in questioning. They probably won't let her out for a while. Maybe I'd better go talk to that lawyer again. Dang it, I have to talk. I don't want to talk to him. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I'd say. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave? Now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? I don't think they're gonna let me leave. I think I have to say anything to him. How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. It's much harder to chug a coffee while I have to continually voice characters. That's quite a painting. Aha, you noticed. My left Joy-Con just started vibrating and it hasn't stopped. Can y'all hear that? My other one isn't vibrating. This one's just going. I don't know why it's just going. Can you stop? Okay, it stopped. I just had to move on from the dialogue. I don't know why I had such an issue. The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. I didn't get excited around him. I got excited around the painting, clearly. I'm an artist after all. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Okay, I guess I just have to move. Now, can I go talk to Mia? Or not Mia, Maya. Their names are too similar. Hiya.
Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer?
Well, what did I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones.
What really happened? You didn't mean he refused to help. I see. I've been abandoned then.
What about your family?
I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is.
Don't know? So she could still be alive?
The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life.
Ruined?
After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain.
So, you live by yourself?
Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or else I would lose my powers.
I feel bad for her all by herself up on that mountain. So, who was this man who ruined your mother?
About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate.
Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they?
The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim.
Wow, so what happened?
The case was solved, we thought.
You thought?
Me and my mother hoped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation.
I see.
White.
Excuse me? White?
That was his name. My sister told me.
White?
Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess.
4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Defend Maya, of course. Walter White! Walter! Yeah, it was Walter. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not.
Why?
Why? Well, I can't abandon you. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Oh, little Phoenix! Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Oh my god, that sounds cold. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me.
That's so kind of you.
Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right. Thank you.
Phew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right?
Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay?
It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Is that a hint to— oh no, I hit the wrong one. Move back to Gatewater Hotel? Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. I like how he doesn't question at all that this random dude just appeared. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come in here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. I almost forgot. Gah! You came back quick! I'd ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Walter! It's him! Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? I'm just now remembering his name. The names get so stupid in this. That's the best part of these games.
White. That was his name. My sister told me.
White was the name of the guy who ruined me and Maya's mother. Hey, Mr. White, I'm an ace attorney. I don't know if I'm doing the right voice. I've never watched, why am I blanking on the name of the show? It comes to me that it's gone before I could say anything. My god, what is it called? Breaking Bad. Thank you. I don't know why I forgot about that. One of my friends really likes it though, so I might watch it at some point. I don't usually watch live action stuff though. Could it be a coincidence? Drawer. The screwdriver's sticking out of the half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? Wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Maybe not to our list, because I don't know if I'll ever actually watch it. It's just I think about it. Also, I suddenly realized my alerts are like partially off of the screen. Let me put them in the correct spot. I'll make the capture not have the black border on here. There we go. That's a little better. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would you have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all of this. I know it. I would be mildly offended because I'd like to look somewhat professional. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean.
Oh, bellboy? Still there?
Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, with you, Miss May. In court. Ooh, to be continued, except not really, because I'm gonna keep playing. What happened to me saying I was gonna not? I was gonna have a short stream today? I don't know. Ace Attorney woke me up, apparently. And probably drinking coffee slower than usual. There he is. Edgeworth. Miles Brower. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Isn't there a rule about not having people with bias? I guess not, since they have, like, the family members and stuff. But if he's there to be detective, probably bias is bad. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. This was so much easier when I was just reading it in my head and not having to look at a word and be like, what's that? What does that mean? I don't know what a precinct is. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by the window, here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Now, detective? Yes, sir? You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Witness? He's not a witness! At least not to the crime. I don't know how this stuff works. Can you tell that I don't know how this stuff works? As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradiction in witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. That's what I do. This is where I learned it. The witness always slips up and said something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Hold it! Who did you say you got the call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right. I'd say about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the two people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. I dropped my Joy-Con during my disc slam. It didn't really slam. Replacement slam. What do you say I missed? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With your funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you two stand out like suspicious people in a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She's pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. No, I press on everything. Why is that? What's your reason? Why? We had a witness account describing her. It got nothing cool. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink? Let me try that sentence again. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink's claim with hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There's something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene with the crime... the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, this victim wrote the killer's name. Did Danganronpa steal this part? I remember that being part of one of the levels. I don't remember who it was off the top of my head though, because I only watched a stream of it. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before I begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know, I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. We press on everything here. Then did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Oh, then who did write it, smarty pants? Who? The killer. The killer. Anyone can see that? Huh. You're saying the killer wrote in her own name? Buddy, please. She was framed. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? Huh, I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those with that evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal? Sorry for startling you at the desk slam, but you better get used to it when I play this game on stream. Well, Detective, tell us what was written in that memo you found. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. Do you have proof it was Mia who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh. Seems pretty confident. This might not be good. Stop getting startled by this! I don't know how loud it is, so I guess if it's really loud, I give you a pass. What kind of tests were these again? Oh, what kind? Well, here they take the little bits in the blood, the, hermoglobins, hobgob, hermogoblin bobbin. Hermoglobins? No, hemoglobins. That's the word. I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh, that was a mess. Right, where was I? On which hand was the bloody finger, Detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Ha ha! Nice try. Uh-oh. I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, happens all the time in books and the movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Oof. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess. I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. I almost desk slammed then, but no, we don't desk slam for Edgeworth, even though I kind of match him. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order, order. That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. That's the whole testament. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in that somewhere. Let's find it. It took me the whole way through to remember what it was. But she couldn't have written down the name because the death was instant. I think. Where's this one's the autopsy. Yeah, death was instantaneous. This one. The last one. Objection! I need everyone to know I am pointing when Phoenix does. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? I do go ha-ha one every time he does. Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order, order. I shouldn't have taken that sip of coffee. How do you keep getting startled by this? Hold on, I'm gonna do it again, just so I can see how loud it is on the mic, okay? Be ready for it. That's not even... That's only slightly louder than my voice. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? Day after the murder. Okay, I don't blame you then. You get a pass for admitting you're a wuss. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday, at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? Yeah, you're a sham. You can't have won all those every one thing since you were 20. You know what I mean. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes? Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Oh boy, I get to do Gyaru voice again. Let the witness, Miss April, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Ah! I dropped my other Joy-Con now.
The music got changed.
Witness, your name, please?
April May, at your service. Wink.
I'm not breaking it, I'm just dropping it, because I'm clumsy. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. And some women, I'm sure, too. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th, where the murder occurred?
Gee, it was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from Fay & Co. law offices?
That's right, big boy.
Why do I have to say this stuff on stream? This is a mistake. Please testify to the court about what you saw. I would happily do April in a thing. Answer anything.
It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. Me, and that's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink.
Did her boobs just jiggle? You think it would fit Pearl? I guess you know Splatoon better than I do. I always took Pearl as like a little gremlin of them. Well, Your Honor? I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? She's a little... Yeah. Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I will. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. I need my other drink on. Why did you do that?
Huh? Why? Like, why what?
Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something?
Oh, well, gee.
What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily.
I sort of, I had a feeling.
Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little hard on this one? No, I'm not gonna get anything out of this other than getting told off by the judge. If I go too deep, I might not come back out alive. I better back off for now. You looked out the window. What did you see next? The woman with the long hair. That was Mia Fey?
Sort of. Well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing.
Your thing? And the person attacking her? How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. You did it! You didn't get startled by my desk slam! The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I question the testimony. Hold on a minute, that testimony stinks!
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. You're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant?
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yeah, what's the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean.
Okay, if you really had witnessed my client, Mia Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like that on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus!
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way in the night of the murder. People need to stop slowing down the text speed, because I can't read good that way. I got you again! She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
No! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyers? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink.
Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her.
I did see everything, I did! The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, that kind of statue-y clock? The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Dee?
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. So, you saw me then too, no?
Of course. I remember that spiky hair anywhere.
Spiky? The witness wore feigned from personal attacks on the defense attorney.
Oh, was I a bad girl? I'm sorry.
Curse you, Ace Attorney. I was gonna say my online persona has been ruined forever. No, I was already ruined. After barking on Pokemon. Very well, continue. Is that right, as in your right, as you looked from the hotel?
Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right, it was my right hand, right?
Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes.
That's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun.
What happened then? Where did this weapon come from?
She picked it up from the desk.
I see. What sort of weapon was it? A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all.
No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. I did this one. Oops. Sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to do it again. Present the clock. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer.
You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it.
Yeah.
Another person in the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order, order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Oh,
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with the trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with questions like these before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. That was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. You're gonna be startled by every slam, aren't you?
huh? What? So what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time.
So, you've been to the law offices of Faneco. I didn't mean to open the court record. I hit the button by accident.
No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Me?
The law offices of Faneco, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... Yeah, it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, the members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly... That might have been louder than earlier. I'm getting too into voicing Phoenix. Just take a look right now. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? I'm having fun. I didn't know that voice acting would be this fun. It is as you see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Well, Miss May? Voice acting is fun. I didn't realize it was this fun until now. Tisk tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty? Somehow he knew? I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was this clockwork removed? If this was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Oh, impossible, of course. Why does everyone laugh like Eggman? I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening, and now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... this one. Take that! Take a look at this. It's a very cute cell phone.
Oh, you have a girly phone.
Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation.
So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame.
I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. Ow, that hurt my ear so bad! Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that the weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that at again? I go to so many. Whoops, I forgot. Wink.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes! Larry made it! The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts with the piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. I mean, the clock? It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible! Everything is sold in stores!
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today.
Oh?
Oh, the heart spun upside down on her shirt. These expressions are so good in this game.
What's it to you, Porcupine Head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! I can't take myself seriously with that voice.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witnesses will remain calm.
Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Wink.
Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? That face! Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Hold on. Oh, wiretap. I only remember about half this case. Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not?
Oh!
Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness is in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. This game is good at getting me very intense, I'm realizing. Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... hold on. Good job, you saw it coming that time. I mean, the phone, right? The Pahoni? I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim.
Yeah, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on for me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time.
Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you know the Thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? I just knocked over my chapstick. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May.
Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer?
Why she make it sound like a slur?
It's no fair! All of you ganging up on me like that! Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it?
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Yeah, why the wiretap? I'm glad you'll think of my voice now. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant?
Yeah, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course I can and will.
You can't be serious. No.
Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Wink.
I'm starting to get the Amy effect with her of I just become a new person doing that voice. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So, where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, I realized I just put my coffee cup in the spot where I keep slamming my desk. That's a bad idea, because I don't want to get coffee on my mouse pad again. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're gonna let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Yeah, call the bellboy. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
I think you're sunken quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? We ain't giving up. We're going to the end. Alright, I've got nothing to lose. Except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I don't remember how much longer this case is, so we're going to take a short break here. I didn't do pre-stream bathroom break, so I will return in a moment. You get to stare at Mr. Bellboy. Bye-bye. Wah! Ooh, I've returned. Hello. And I've realized my blazer is stupid because it has fake pockets on it. What is the point? Like, there's buttons and everything. I'm definitely gonna, like, pick out the stitches there and take them off so it's a little less dumb looking. I'm the Hellbed Boy. Hellbed Boy! That's almost as good as, what did I say? Game Ball? Ball Boy? What did I say last night? I don't remember. I think it was Game Ball. Game Ball Advanced. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. Excuse me. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. and I delivered the iced coffee to your guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. I keep pressing that by accident. Time to go for old, reliable. Hold it on everything. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, check out guests, I clean rooms, I make beds, I even deliver room service, sir. I check Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... Damn! Recognize a woman by the boobs. The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9, the time of the murder. Precisely 9, then? Precisely, exactly, most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. How would she be so particular about the time? You're sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, yes, sir, favored me with, an embracer, sir. Embracer? Is that French for embrace? Oh, embrasser. Embrasser? Is that French for embrace? I keep hitting R. It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a woman I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted a bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk tisk. Finally you understand. The bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. My coffee's done. It's now out of the danger zone of me hitting it with my hand when I smack table. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest! Wait! Please wait! Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on far too long. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Room service. Tell me again about room service. Again, sir? At exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee, not toffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know. And we don't skimp on the ice, sir. 2. What did you say? What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? Yeah, we got that music again! This is my favorite music from any Ace Attorney game. This equivalent track in every game. It's always incredible. I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Ugh. You fool. I've done it. I've won! Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if I was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are... ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. September 7th, 2:24 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, Number 1.
Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there!
Really?
I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know?
Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too.
Huh?
That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sends shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh, I see.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead?
That man with Miss May. He's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway?
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man.
Do you think he was the one who...
Maybe so.
Sis.
Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise.
I'm counting on you.
I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all, though. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Alright, boys. Do we think... Are we up to... for finishing the case tonight? 'Cause there's probably... There might still be a whole hour, like at most. Or should we save it for next stream? This is a up to chat decision, because I'm fine either way. I just don't want to make y'all stay up too late. Like, upwards of like an hour probably. I don't remember exactly how long is left. I think it might be better to wait for another stream. Yeah, it's probably, I think I saved, right? Yeah. Alright, yeah, I'll wrap it up tonight. Oh, I'm big. Hello. Yeah, that's all for tonight's stream, but I will happily continue Ace Attorney. I didn't realize how fun that would be on stream. Let me just shut that off for now. Oh, my Switch is warm! I forget how hot they get sometimes. Alright, so, rest of the rest of the week, probably no streams. We'll see how I feel Thursday, but probably not because there's people coming over to, in theory, put my heater in finally, because my office / bedroom has been heaterless when we've been, you know, getting big snowstorms and more snow than we've gotten in like years. Like, there's parts of the bank on our lawn that are taller than me, and I'm not like short. I'm pretty much average height. But anyway, I should be back on Monday and Tuesday next week. Maybe Saturday this week. We'll see. I'd like to stream more often because my friend mentioned that it's good if I, you know, get more consistent and do more than just 2 days. But yeah, I want to. If I'm not like completely exhausted, I will stream on Saturday, but no promises. Monday and Tuesday, I will stream next week. Probably more Ace Attorney. I'm really enjoying this. But, I think that's all I need to talk about on stream now. So, as always, good morning, good evening, good night, and I'll see you all next time. Matane!